Testing, testing. All right. It's 10 o'clock. All right, Denise is coming up. We're going to give our talk. I think we're queued up now. Welcome, everybody, to Raleigh Veg Fest. It's the annual event once a year, only once a year, here in Moore Square. So thank you for being here today. It's going to be fantastic, 80-degree day. And like I said earlier, it's the day after my beautiful wife Denise's 52nd year young birthday. So we already got a minute or two into this, so let's get going. You got the clicker? Okay. Denise is going to start us off with our talk here about our nonprofit and my book that I have.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for coming today. I'm Denise Young with aPlantBasedDiet.org. I'm the treasurer, and I'll get started with our presentation. So this is Mike. You've probably met him. He's the founder of aPlantBasedDiet.org, and there's our mission. We want to improve lives by raising awareness and advocating for the use of food as medicine, specifically a whole plant organic diet, and things that lead people in that direction. Our nonprofit was founded in 2014.
And we're a totally vegan organization. No animal products.
We're also an all-volunteer organization. We have other day jobs that I'll tell you about.
To pay the bills.
Yes. So all of these events are put on by the hard work of volunteers. So I began my leadership experience by being the president of my condo association in Erie, Pennsylvania. And I also led a lot of IT projects as my role as a systems analyst at Freddie Mac. And so I went plant-based when I met Mike in 2017, and he encouraged me to read the China study because I had people in my family that died of diabetes and cancer, and I didn't know at that time that most of that was preventable. So I'm committed to educating the public about the benefits of a plant-based diet. So our slogan is for people, animals, and our planet. For people, I'm sure you're all aware that there's growing evidence that a plant-based diet is associated with lots of health benefits like lower blood pressure, cholesterol, it stabilizes your blood sugar, and it also reduces body weight if you do it right, if you avoid oily foods. So those health measures translate into a lower risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cancer, and other diseases. So it promotes a longer life, a healthier life, a more enjoyable life. So it can help control arthritis, and it also is associated with a lower risk of Alzheimer's and dementia. So we recommend books like a China Study or How Not to Die by Dr. Michael Greger, or How Not to Diet.
Or Live to 150.
Yeah. Or Neil Barnard's program for reversing diabetes and How to Prevent Heart Disease by Caldwell Esselstyn. And some of these doctors have videos on our website, aPlantBasedDiet.org. You can learn about how to reduce your risk of heart disease by avoiding oil with an interview with Caldwell Esselstyn. Or you can watch What the Health or The Game Changers. Those are some good ones. Yeah, we should mention Mike's book also, Live to 150. It's free.
That's right. We're going to talk about that in a minute.
So as far as the animals go, we are a vegan organization, and there is no humane way to kill an animal that doesn't want to die. And even dietitians are now recognizing that meat is not essential to the human diet. We don't need anything from animals.
Yeah, I believe it's detrimental.
Right. It's not good for you either. So protein deficiencies are not something that you need to worry about. And the
fiber deficiency is 95% of all humans do not get enough fiber. Yeah. Can you believe that? 95%.
95. It's recommended that you get, I believe, 28 grams of fiber per day, and we get way more than that.
Yeah, well, we eat almost exclusively whole plants. That's what people should do. So.
The only vitamin that the human diet needs to get from an animal source, or actually it's not even the animals, it's the dirt that the animals eat with their food, is B12.
You have B12.
Yeah, so that's a result of an evolutionary glitch, but you can easily supplement that.
That's the only supplement we take. We do take B12.
That's it. So as far as the planet is concerned, I'm sure you've all heard that some of the worst impacts of climate change could be completely irreversible by 2030, according to the United Nations Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. 20 of the hottest years on record have been in the most recent 22 years, so it keeps getting worse. We're in the midst of a sixth mass extinction. That extinction doesn't include just animals, it includes us. So people should be more aware and do something about it. And one way to reduce your impact on the environment is to go plant-based. Animal agriculture is a major contributor to deforestation and methane gas
It's just
emissions.
inefficient and extremely wasteful. If for no other reason, that's a reason enough not to do animal agriculture.
Yeah, this is a picture of the Amazon rainforest, which is constantly getting chopped down to make grazing pasture for cows, when we don't even need cows in our diet. So here's our website, aPlantBasedDiet.org. Dr. Nick Borja is on our team.
Yeah, if you want to see the entire team, just go to aPlantBasedDiet.org. It's on our shirts, on our tent. Just click on team, right? That's where that's where this screenshot comes from.
Yeah.
And there's way more on there.
You can talk about
all right, this, not all, like Denise said, we eat whole plants, or mostly whole plants. Not all vegan food is created equally. So if you're looking to optimize your health, because that's what we're looking to do, not everybody is, but if you are, we developed this called Certified Healthy Vegan Food. It's a very inexpensive way for anybody that sells food and anybody that you know that you go to that sells food, like a restaurant or a grocery store or anything. They can go to healthyveganfood.info. When they do, they'll land right here. They'll see what the specifications are. You have to have whole plant fiber. You have to have zero animal products. You have to have zero added oil, zero added salt or sodium, and zero alcohol. If it meets that, then we consider that baseline health optimization. It's not all out, end all, be all, but $25 a year. We promote them. We have lots of social media. We got email lists. We have live videos like we're doing now, and we will tell people about these organizations. So please pass the word along.
Someone asked me earlier today if there was going to be anything here that she could eat that was gluten-free and healthy. And I don't think anyone's reached out to us for a certification.
No, but we're always available. So just reach out to us anytime, 24/7.
Yeah, if you sign up for our certified label, we will promote your product.
And it doesn't have to be the whole line of food. I mean, let's make that clear. This has to be one item. We do it on a per item basis.
Yep. So if you're not into prepared food, you can come to our website and go to healthy recipes. On there, you'll find a healthy recipe for vegan mac and cheese that doesn't have any added oil. It's healthy. We eat the whole box of mac and cheese.
Yeah, we do.
Make it. And there are links to healthy prepared foods there as well, like from Plant Pure, Mama Says, and maybe one other.
Stuff that's already prepared that will be shipped to you, actually, is the way the services work. Right?
Yeah, in case you don't like cooking like us.
Yeah, or don't have time.
Right. So
there's Plant Pure.
Plant Pure has a big variety of stuff.
So, there's the fiber thing we were talking about.
Yeah, so the question to ask a vegan is not where do you get your protein, it's where do you get your fiber. So you need 25 to 30 grams per day according to the Heart Association eating plan.
How much fiber is in animal products? Does anybody know how much fiber is in animal products?
Yes.
Yeah, zero. Okay, there we had a correct answer. Yeah, there's no fiber in meat, there's no fiber in fish, there's no fiber in chicken, there's no fiber in any dairy products unless they have something besides dairy in there.
Yeah, and you should get those 25 to 30 grams from food, not supplements.
Right, the fiber supplement is not the same type as the fiber that actually is grown in the plant. I call it food as grown. That's a different substance, just like added salt is a different substance from the sodium that occurs naturally in the plant. These are two different things. So just like whole carbs from a plant is a different substance than processed carbs. These are two totally different things. So it's confusing because everyone calls them the same thing, but they're not.
So on the average, dietary fiber intake among adults in the United States is about 15 grams per day.
Ouch.
That's less than half of what you need to be healthy.
And we said we researched this with some recent article from Harvard or something. I don't know what it was. And 95% of all humans alive do not get enough fiber on a daily basis. You want to know why people are sick?
It's because
There's
of
one
that.
reason right there. 95%, and you can only get it from plants. So you got to eat more plants.
Right, and it's not just so you'll have, you'll go to the bathroom on a regular basis.
You will go to the bathroom on a regular basis.
You
Yeah,
will, but
that's right. You will not stop that.
benefit.
And actually, in my book, I have a chapter. If you're not going number 2 once a day, there's a problem. Okay, you're not getting enough fiber. That's what the problem is.
One of the biggest benefits is that it absorbs the fat in your food. Even fruits and vegetables have fat, but they also have fiber. So that fat will travel through your digestive system undigested. It's like cheating. That's what fiber does.
Fiber, it's a cheat diet in a good way.
Yes. So if you want to learn how to track your nutrition better, you can go to MyFitnessPal. I believe you can even get a free trial here. You can put in your goals, like your calories, your percent from carbs, fat, etc. We recommend a diet that's primarily carbohydrates from real plants, not from sugar or wheat, and fat less than 10%. And the only way you can accomplish that is to not eat animal products, because animal products are all 20% or greater fat.
Yes,
You
and
don't want that.
Don't think, oh, well, I drink 2% milk, so I'm getting low fat. That is completely wrong. That is the worst marketing scam out there. If you want to know why, talk to me after our talk.
Yeah, but
there are no low fat animal products.
Right. 2% is not 2% fat. It's more like 20%. So what do we eat? Somebody asked what on earth to start with on
what
a
do you eat?
diet.
What do we eat?
So here's a picture of what we ate for 4 days. This day we had bananas for breakfast. There's some pineapple there. We had a giant smoothie for lunch. That smoothie had all this stuff in it.
I'm getting hungry just looking at this.
We had a giant salad for dinner. I had 4 baby cucumbers and we put all peppers in that salad. And then we ate a whole bag of crinkle cut French fries because these don't have added salt or oil.
And there's iodine in there. You gotta get iodine from either potatoes or another source is sea moss. Yeah.
And we cook the fries at 345 degrees because at 350 or greater, you can get acrylamides in your food.
Well, you will get acrylamide.
You will, and they're caustic. And
they are the carcinogen. Yeah, and look at all the color too. Like another thing, I was talking to somebody here earlier. Do you need to have colored vision to eat animal products? Can you tell if it's good or bad? Like, no, not really. But do you need colored vision to see if the fruits or vegetables are ripe and at the peak? Yes, that's why you have colored vision. That's why humans are best thriving on plants. That's why humans really only recognize food as plants. They express disease once you move away from that.
Yeah, cats see in monochrome because they're obligate carnivores. We are not. So I was talking to you about your fiber. You can see here this day we only got 1,000 calories in. We didn't overeat.
Fiber's
and we still got 38 grams of fiber. And so it's easily achieved.
How many do we need?
25 to 30.
25 to 30. We got 38.
We got 38.
But the average person is getting less than probably 20 is my guess.
Yeah.
So which is probably half of what we get.
Or maybe none.
True.
So there's the pie chart. What I like to do 80% carbs, 10% fat,
whole
10%
carbs.
protein.
Wait, whole carbs.
Yeah.
You're not going to get like a Snickers bar and tell me that that's carbs. That's processed carbs. There's no whole plants in there. Right? Mm-hmm. But if you have like a banana, that's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, I believe those are complex carbs. You want to avoid the simple carbs.
Yep.
But here's what we ate on day 2. We ate this entire watermelon, threw it in the blender, and made smoothies out of it.
Yeah, that's the best smoothie. It has all the fiber in it. Smoothies are better than juices for daily eating. There's a place for juices, but not for 365 days a year. For 365 days a year, you can do smoothies. Just don't drink too much of them. That's the only danger with smoothies. You might drink too many calories too fast because it's so easy to guzzle those things down. Yeah.
Here we are again with a huge salad with a fat-free dressing that we found at Sprouts. It's a super spicy pepper dressing. Same smoothie. I'm okay with routine because I feel great. So this day we only had 1,100 calories. Mike will tend to eat more than that, but still 39.
Double that. Yeah, I eat all the time. I want to make sure everybody knows. Look at me. I eat all the time. I don't stop eating. I'm constantly eating. Denise and anybody that knows me who's seen me eat a meal, I think I out-eat them at every meal that we've eaten. My grandkids over there. I mean, that's the thing. When the stricter you are towards the ideal, the more food you can eat. It's not about portion control if you're doing it right. If you're doing it wrong, yes, it is about portion control.
Mike, can you turn to the volume on that, please?
The volume.
People on the
for you?
edge of the on the edge of the circle cannot hear us.
Keep talking, Denise. I'll raise the volume.
Okay, on this day, we got 38 grams of fiber, 1,100 calories, 38 grams.
Is that better?
Fiber. Yep, that sounds better. Can everyone hear me? Okay, good. So pie chart looked the same, mostly carbs, 10% protein. What we ate on day 3, it was summer, so I had this entire bag of cherries in the afternoon. We cheat a little too. We went to Starbucks. I got a chai tea latte there with soy milk.
It's okay to have a cheat meal, is what I would look at, like once a week. Okay. Yeah. But once you start going more than that, it becomes your lifestyle. You don't want to do that. So
this day, I had 1,144 calories and 43 grams of protein. No, not protein. Sorry, fiber. Protein. I had 32 grams. So we got plenty of nutrition just eating plants. It was really the cherries that gave the biggest benefit. They had a lot of fiber. Yeah, and to do this right, you want to eat a wide variety of plants, which is lots of different colors, lots of different shapes, textures, all this. And you probably notice too, a lot of what we're eating is raw. Okay. When you cook food, you're moving further away from the food is grown aspect I was talking about. So it's less than ideal. It's still better if you're eating plants than animal products, but just keep that in mind. When you cook food, you alter its structure, and you lose some of the vitamins and minerals. So day 4, we had some cooked food this day. I just wanted to show you how it looks different. We had there's some cooked food. Yeah, there's some spaghetti there. We don't use the pre-jarred pasta sauce because it's got oil and salt in it. Yeah, I have to make my own. It's pretty much mandatory if you want to fully optimize your health that you need to make your own pasta sauce. They used to have some that was available, but no longer. Yeah. Here was a baked potato with some tahini. I call that a cheat meal too because tahini is high in fat, but it's better than adding butter into your food. We had some huge bowls of that steel cut oats with some maple syrup and a bunch of blueberries on top, and we even put our own soy milk in it. We make our own soy milk just with soybeans and water for about 13 cents. If you have a soy joint, you don't have to buy that prepackaged soy milk from the grocery store. Yeah, and it only has 2 ingredients, just organic soybeans and I use distilled water. But if you look at any of the milks you buy in the store, they are better. Plant milks are better than animal milks, so drink them. But there's more than just 2 ingredients in them. Yeah, they'll also have sugar and oil in them. So on this day, it looks like 40 grams of fiber, mostly from that whole grain pasta and the fruit. So 30 grams of protein, plenty enough. Okay. I mentioned Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is prevented by eating the proper diet. Dr. Esselstyn, no oil. Again, it also helps with Alzheimer's, circulatory system, heart disease. We do Veg Fest in Florida too. This is us with Dr. Greger. If you want to find out about other events, you can go to veganevents.info or plantbasedevents.info. It'll take you to the same place. Our Eventbrite calendar. That needs to be updated. You can skip that because we use Eventbrite now. We do 12 Veg Fests. They're on the calendar. They're all up to date. You can just so we're touring. We're all outdoors, just like this, fully outdoor event, and we're going down south to Florida next. We have a YouTube channel. It's on our banner over at our info tent. We're affiliated with some intentional communities. If you want to learn about those, like how to get into permaculture and living off-grid or close to off-grid. Growing your own food in an area of the planet where you can grow your own food all year round, outdoors with the sun and natural rainfall without irrigation. Because I think that matters. Actually, that's another whole other level of health is where your plant's being grown. Who's growing your plants? Are they being grown indoors or outdoors? What's the soil like? What kind of water are they putting in there, right? Is it real sunlight? That's the thing. How much sunlight? Well, near Ecuador is called Ecuador because it's on the equator. It's got 12 hours of sunlight every single day. So that's why we have these intentional communities. Go to our website, aPlantBasedDiet.org, click on intentional communities. You can find out what we have going on there. Denise, I think the next slide shows our house. We're building a tiny house there. You'll be able to rent this like a short-term rental like Airbnb. You'll be able to live in the community where people are growing their own food.
There's life everywhere, plants, animals like you've never seen before. If you haven't been to the Amazon rainforest, and it's up in the mountains in the Amazon rainforest, it's an experience. You've got to experience it. If you're at all interested in this and this lifestyle, you've got to experience it. Oh yeah, we go to this every year. We've gone 3 years in a row. Like we have a festival here, right? Moore Square, Veg Fest. Well, there's an Amazon Fruit Festival. It's all about eating the fruit, the raw fruit that they grow around there in the Amazon rainforest. And that's all you eat when you go there. So you get to experience a whole other different lifestyle. And that is every January. Every January they have it for a week. We're going to be there again. It'll be our 4th year in a row that we're there.
And we always take a hike to a waterfall and go swimming there. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, they have a lot of high mountain streams, high mountain waterfalls. And if you've ever seen a high mountain stream waterfall, you know the water is crystal clear and unpolluted.
Yeah, it's quite nice. So there's another permaculture community right across the way from
Terra Fruitis. Yeah,
Terra
this is
Fruitis.
Fruit Haven Eco Village. We're also working with them. They're in Ecuador. We actually bought one of the farms there, and we have lots for sale. And let me just tell you guys, this type of a lifestyle is so affordable, it's ridiculous, okay? We're selling lots over there for a couple $1,000s for over an acre of land, all right? And then our house that you saw that we're building, that's going to have a kitchen, full bathroom, 2 bedrooms, and I think the budget, it's going to be a little bit over budget, but $45,000, I think total.
Yeah, something like that for a 2-bedroom home.
And then you got to add the land. Yeah, but it's way more affordable than anything you've ever seen before.
Yeah, this is.
I don't think it's expensive.
This large plot of land here, and the bottom right is ours. It's over 40 acres. It's called Fruit Haven 9.
Yeah, so. And this is all part. This is 40 acres, 50 acres actually, I think, right? Between 40 and 50. Okay. And these are all adjoining parts of these same intentional communities. And remember, when I say intentional communities, they're private communities. You have to apply to get in. They're not going to let anybody come in there and eat a steak in front of you or whatever, okay?
Yeah.
They are like-minded individuals. And I talk about this in my book. If you want to get to the next level of your life and your health, you need to surround yourself with like-minded individuals because you become like the 5 people you hang around with the most. Everyone's like that. So how do you get better? You hang around people that are doing better. And these people are doing better than me. I'll tell you that too. It's not like I'm the ultimate expert. I'm going to benefit by hanging around that community.
And there's no Starbucks right next door or anything like that. If you have a hard time with temptation, you don't have to worry because you're cultivating your own food out here.
Yeah, I saw this. Our neighbor Nick, I saw on social media this pineapple he's growing over there. It's so yellow. You ever seen a super yellow pineapple in the store? Like you don't really see that. Okay.
No.
You've never probably had a delicious pineapple. I mean, pineapples are great. They are, but you've never had an amazing pineapple.
Yeah.
They're having them there. They're growing them there.
So this is our other nonprofit, LifestyleMedicine.love, and LOVE stands for Local Organic Vegan Eating. So this nonprofit is more specific about a plant-based diet. This is where we talk more about eating sugar, salt, and oil-free. So if you're shopping on Amazon and you want to donate with a smile for our nonprofit, you can just find aPlantBasedDiet.org, and you can choose that, or LifestyleMedicine.love. If you choose that, proceeds will go to our nonprofit. You can also donate by seeing the piggy bank in front of our info tent. That pig has a mouth and it goes directly into our piggy bank so that we can put on more Veg Fest like this one. If you want to donate from our website, you can just go to aPlantBasedDiet.org, and there's a link there to LifestyleMedicine.love. So you can follow us on Instagram at plantbasedevents.info. We also do restaurant reviews and just talk a little bit about our lifestyle. There's always something interesting we're putting up on the channel there. So if you follow us, you'll hear about other Veg Fests in other cities, or maybe restaurant events right here in Raleigh. We're open to that too. So Mike is a nutrition coach. He runs Forever Young Nutrition Coaching. You can go to our website and get an appointment with him. Your first consultation is free if you just go to facebook.com, Forever Young Nutrition Coaching. And this is Mike's V-book. It's an electronic book. You can watch it on YouTube. It's free. There are over 150 chapters, and he'll tell you in each chapter about a different topic of what you can do to increase your longevity.
This is kind of the stuff I was hinting at earlier. Okay, live to 150. I truly believe that every human out there that's been born has the capacity to live twice as long as they think they can. 75 is about the average years in lifespan for the average human, but almost everyone's doing it wrong. And almost no one has been taught how to live and how to have the right lifestyle habits. And most of it's the food, and most of it's eating plants. Okay, I'll cut to the chase. But there's plenty of other stuff too, and I have a book right here. It's free, totally free. Live to 150, liveto150.org. It's a playlist. You can watch it on your phone. Like, everybody's got their phones out, right? He's recording. I'm checking my phone. You can watch it whenever you want. It's all in order, 150 chapters, 150 habits, and it's totally comprehensive, totally free, and it will change your life if you watch them all or listen to them all. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah. Which chapter is specific about eating?
Oh, the food is chapter 42. A lot of the beginning chapters are about the psychology of this entire concept, because even if I tell you everything to do, the chance of you doing it is slim to none. Unless you're going to master your own psychology and determine that you're going to do this, learn how to set proper goals, learn how to outthink whatever thoughts pop into your head, and you will be successful. But you have to be determined. And anybody who's determined, that's why I put this resource together. I want something to be out there for free on the internet that anybody can get and improve their life. Because basically it's going to make sure that if you cannot be sick, and I do believe almost everyone fits into that category, you won't be sick if you follow all these habits. You'll literally, the human body is designed to heal when you give it the right conditions. And what are the right conditions? Well, it's all in the book. Free. It's all free. So if you care about that, just watch the book. And they're all in order. 150 chapters are in order. It'll pick up where you left off the next time you go back.
Yep. So we have merch available if you're interested. It's not here for sale in our tent, but you can get it on our website at aPlantBasedDiet.org.
Yeah, we're wearing it right here.
It says merch. Yeah, it looks like this. We have t-shirts printed on both sides.
We have a water bottle too we carry around.
Yeah, you know? There's a yoga mat, leggings, sweatshirts, hoodies, all kinds of fun stuff.
That's our local group. Okay, yes. If you are interested in life without animal products, if you're just curious about all this stuff, and like, okay, what's the deal? Yeah, I have animal products, I use animal products, I eat animal products, but maybe I want to stop. Well, then get in this group, because this group is about everything local. It is a Facebook group. We have like around 4,000 people, something like that, in there that are all focused on that. It's all focused on local stuff that doesn't involve animal products. And then there's another level we have, right, of local group. This is trianglelifestyle.org. This is people that are local here to this area, and they want to optimize their health. And like the way I was talking about, live to 150, that kind of stuff. You want to talk about what's going on, because that is an even smaller crowd. This group is probably like 500 to 600 people that's in this group, and everyone's welcome to join. I'll approve you. It has to be approved. It's a private group, and both of them are like that. So please join or let other folks know about it.
Yeah. So if you want to sign up for our email list, we will not spam you with emails that aren't relative to you. It's all going to be local to this triangle area. Just leave us your name and email address on the notebook that's in our info tent, and we'll get you on our events list. So that's all I have. Were there any questions? If not, okay, we're going to be getting ready to get our next presenter on board. So I just want to say again, thanks everyone for coming. We got a lot of great product and service vendors out here around the semicircle. We've got music going on over by the DJ. John Markadakis is over there spinning tunes for you. He's with Stellar Media Collective. He does promotional videos that are amazing. And also, make sure you visit all of the food trucks that are along the aisleway behind me. There's all kinds of stuff over there. We're happy to see everyone here. And on the screen, Mike.
Say something again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. I heard you there.
Barely. You have to turn it up a little bit. Sorry. On the screen, we have Sid Notter. She's just waiting for us to make sure we have all our sound in place. Sid is, she does nutrition counseling as well. She'll talk to you about what to eat and what to avoid.
Yeah, how does this sound? So, Callie, I was right. Yeah, sure. Can you hear me now? No, okay, microphone. That's the way I'm from.
She's still a little quiet.
Let's see if I can move my volume.
Yeah, maybe you can raise your volume, Sid. Yeah, there you go. Can you test again? That's loud. Can you speak again, Sid? I heard the sound check. I'm not hearing her. Are you on mute, Sid? You sound like you're on mute. Our speakers are working. Still can't hear you, Sid.